The reality that I won't be back at Lincoln City this season has finally set in. I won't be in red and white this season, so I need to give it all for Cambridge United now and get promoted with them. If I can do that, then surely I'll be in with a shot of Lincoln City's first team next season. We're currently in the playoffs, but really there's not that much of a gap between us and Mansfield, so hopefully something will change in the second half of the season. To get to the automatic promotion places, we need to win games, and today we're starting off against Plymouth Argyle, and we need to make sure we get 3 points on the board, hopefully an early goal to settle the nerves down, and hopefully once we get that, we'll pick up the 3 points that we need to progress up the table this season. The early chance comes towards me, but they're just too crowded around the area. My offload to my teammate isn't quite good enough, and unfortunately it goes out and gets cleared. We do have a corner later on though, and the first corner, or the first ball in, doesn't really make it past the first man, but then we keep possession, try and play it around. A cross eventually comes into me, open in the 6-yard box, and on the 14-minute mark, I pick up the first goal of today's game, which is absolutely fantastic. Celebrating with my teammates, because it really means a lot to me after having such a tough few weeks in the squad. In recent weeks, that is. So hopefully that's going to be the first of many goals in today's episode. And just before half time, we've got another great chance to come forward and attack. I play it off to my teammate, who plays it back towards me into the area. Keeper just beats me to it. He gets to the ball first and I trip over the keeper, so no penalty there. But a great little move from us, and it's sort of showing how well we're playing together. And hopefully it's a sign of things to come later on in today's episode. Hopefully lots of goals scored. As another ball comes into me, I cut inside, shoot, and somehow the keeper manages to keep that ball out. It doesn't really help that it's sort of straight at the goalkeeper, but there was a lot of power behind it, and he manages to make the save there. And on the 85th minute, we're coming forward into the box once again. Another through ball in towards me, and another fantastic save from the goalkeeper there. And that is how the game ends. We win it 1-0. We get the 3 points, which is all we need, but I think we probably could have got a few more goals in that. And actually, I'm not particularly happy with what my manager has said to me there in the feedback. I feel like he's been very, very harsh on me, and he's taken things out on me a bit. And you can see here in the targets, he wants me to score 1 goal. Surely he's got something against me at this stage if he thinks I can only get 1 goal. I know that I've let him down in the past by missing training by being too hungover, but I just don't think he trusts me. But I think I've shown with my ability that I can be trusted. It's time to show the Cambridge manager, the Lincoln City manager, and the world what I can do. First up, we have Exeter City away from home. We need to make sure we grab plenty of goals in this one to show the manager that we are more than just a 1 goal in a 4-game striker. We need to prove to him that we are a top quality striker and that we can be trusted, we can make changes, and that we are going to help get Cambridge promoted this season. Obviously at the moment, because EA have messed things up, I haven't got any skill moves, so I'm still trying to just work past players by using the dribble, and the dribble has worked past him there perfectly. A little bit of LT, a little bit of RT, and a little bit of pace, pressing the B button, and that's what you get. You're off the crossbar, into the top corner. What an absolutely superb goal that was from me. That is going down as one of my favourite goals all season. It's also great to get an early start to the game, an early goal. Really helped settle the nerves as well for the rest of the team, which was fantastic. You can see there, Exeter came close there, and that's one of the only chances of the game, really, because we dominate this game completely. Another great ball forward there, passed in towards me. I try and maintain possession, sort of bring it back out to try and get a crossing, get past my opposition there, put the cross in, but unfortunately too close to the goalkeeper. Still need to work on the crossing in training, still need to get better at that, but I'm getting into more wide positions. I'm trying to show the manager that I'm more than just a striker. I can do anything on the pitch in that attacking third. And again, getting out wide, putting the ball in, player just about gets there, but it just puts wide in the end by the goalkeeper. So unfortunate there, but another chance for us then just for half time as the ball's put forward to me, trying to sort of get around my man, trying to pass it forward a bit more centrally into my teammate. He passes it back towards me, but my other teammate gets there and forces a great save from the goalkeeper there. Really, really good stuff from us in that opening first half, but only the 1 goal to show for it in the end. Again, getting further wide here in the 55th minute to put the cross into my teammate, and unfortunately they sort of mess it up. I put it behind my teammate. He doesn't really react quick enough. Defender gets there quickest, and we don't get there. But the resulting corner, it leads to that. What an absolutely incredible goal that is. Now, we saw a fantastic goal from me earlier on. I mean, I'm saying it's a fantastic goal because I scored it, obviously. But this really is top drawer on the volley, outside the area. Defenders closing me down into a top corner. I mean, quite frankly, I'm calling that goal of the season right now. You may disagree with me, but I think that is absolutely top quality stuff. Later on in the 61st minute, we've got another chance to come forward now. Again, in that wide position, I square it to my teammate who just slides it past the goalkeeper there. And this is one of my best performances all season. I've scored 2 goals, I've got 1 assist, and I tell you what, I am so happy with the way we are playing today and the way I'm playing as well. Surely this is going to show the manager he's got to keep picking me. Or does it mean something else? Does it mean he's got to substitute me? In the 62nd minute, after I've scored 2 goals, got 1 assist, he has substituted me. Now, luckily, we ended up winning the game 3-0, but this has to be personal now, surely. If the manager is going to substitute me after I've scored 2 goals and got 1 assist, then clearly I've got to do more on the pitch to change his mind. Stevenage is up next, and we need to get a great result here today to make it 3 wins from 3 in today's episode and push us even closer to that promotion place. And early on in the game, I put a great pass through to my teammate and grabbed another assist for today's episode. A great little pass there, just putting him through, completely open there, no defenders around him, and he can just slot it past Paul Farman, who used to be the goalkeeper for Lincoln City, incidentally my current parent club. Another chance later on for me, just outside the area, taking the shot on, and Paul Farman makes a pretty decent save there, I've got to say. He's a decent goalkeeper, but later on the 24th minute, he produces another magnificent save there to keep me out. I could have 2 goals by now, but the goalkeeping has been really, really good so far. In a very similar position, though, after the corner in this game as I scored from last episode, and what a fantastic goal that was. Very similar to the goal I scored in the last game. However, this time I decided to take it inside the area, dribble around a few players, finesse it into the corner rather than volley it, and it brings us 2-0 up. I've already got a goal and an assist to my name in the first half, so it's good going. The manager has to be looking at me and thinking, gosh, I can't take him off the pitch now. Stevenage do come forward though, and they do have a few good attempts just before half-time there. That was one of them there with the horrible kit they've got. I really do not rate this Stevenage kit at all. But again, before half-time, they are coming forward once again, passing it around, getting it out wide, making it really difficult for our defenders to get the tackle in there, eventually pulling the shot off, but dragging it wide of the mark. And that is how the first half pretty much ended. We've got one more chance to come forward just for the half-time whistle. I am absolutely through. Only Paul Farman to beat. He gets the save, but it's not enough. And it goes in the back of the net for my second of the game. And quite comically, watch the replay of the goalkeeper here trying to dive to save it when really he's got no chance of saving it. I was laughing at that while I was playing for quite some time, actually. Embarrassingly long, actually, because it's not even that funny. Either way, though, we go 3-0 up before half-time. Paul Farman can't save that one, can't keep it out of the back of the net. And we are having an empathetic game right now. I've put my teammate through there once again. Can he grab another goal? He can't quite grab another one. Paul Farman making a decent save there. He's been very, very busy today with having to deal with a lot of shots. Another long shot from me, dragging it wide of the post there. But on the 65th minute, a fantastic ball from my teammate up towards me, cutting inside the area, go for the finesse, and it's in the back of the net. What would you expect from that situation? Another goal from me, and that is my hat-trick in today's game. My first ever hat-trick as a professional footballer, which is absolutely fantastic. There were a few episodes ago, there were several games in a row where I could have got the hat-trick. I just couldn't quite get it. I really wanted it to be against Grimsby, but today it's against Paul Farman, a former Lincoln City player, and Stevenage. 71st minute now. Again, we are just cutting open the Stevenage defence. And some of these opportunities, I mean, if we'd finished all the opportunities that we've had clear-cut chances, this could be double figures. And what I must say, that is a fantastic ball from me to put through my strike partner who's come off the bench. And we've grabbed a 5th goal, my second assist of the game to go alongside my 3 goals as well. Quite frankly, I want to play Stevenage every single week because this was absolutely fantastic. What a routing it has been. And it's not done there. 90th minute, I'm coming forward once again. I see my teammate again, put it forward to him. And I've got a hat-trick of goals and a hat-trick of assists from a 6-0 thumping of Stevenage. Now that has sent a message to the manager. If he doesn't want to play me now, I don't know why. It's got to be personal if he doesn't want to play me now. And that is how the game finishes. I go and collect the match ball because, of course, I've got my hat-trick. My first ever professional hat-trick. And that is something to be really, really proud of. And hopefully Lincoln City manager was taking note. If the game against Stevenage was a game where we took all our chances, the game against Morecambe, well, That was a little bit different. We took on Morecambe, obviously hoping to repeat the success of that 6-0 win. And after a pretty positive start, tackling the defenders, getting through a few lines there, putting the ball through to my teammate whose shot is eventually saved. That was probably the closest we would have come to scoring a goal in that game. We just couldn't quite make the most of our chances. We couldn't take them. Here you can see I get through, go for the shot, but I'm tackled by the defenders. The Morecambe defence was pretty solid throughout this entire game. We just couldn't quite find a way to break through. Twisting and turning, getting shots away. It's deflected there, which goes out for a corner. But I just couldn't quite test the keeper properly. Morecambe's defence, to their credit, held up ridiculously well. They were very, very good, and this a fantastic opportunity. I don't know how my teammate's done it, but he hits the side netting, doesn't even hit the target from this. I chip it forward to him. All he has to do is just place it next to the goalkeeper, but unfortunately he just hits the side netting instead. Another chance in the second half coming towards the end of the game here. Another chance as I dance past some defenders, get in the area, shoot. The keeper saves it though. He was on absolutely top class form. He was incredible. The defence were really, really good as well. Their attack offered nothing. Like, their attack couldn't do anything there as I go for the spectacular effort there. The attack, Morecambe's attack, just couldn't get past us. And as you can see there, it ends 0-0 in what was quite a disappointing game given the hype that we'd had going into that game and how well we played. Next up though was newly promoted Salford City, a team that have spent big in this division and should be doing pretty well, especially with Adam Rooney up front. So we'd have to be at our very best defensively and offensively to make sure we pick up the win there. Now I think I should have got a penalty there. We don't get the penalty for it somehow. I don't know how the referee did not give that to me, but we don't get an early penalty there against Salford. But it doesn't matter too much because we managed to recover the ball from their goal kick quite nicely. We've got a chance to build another attack as we're looking to come forward. A ball into the midfield there, a ball into the forward who plays it back towards me, and I can put it past the goalkeeper there for the opening goal here against Cambridge inside of 7 minutes. So Cambridge 1, Salford City 0. Great little team move there, and it's easily past the goalkeeper, which I was very, very pleased with. Coming forward once again, another great strike from my strike partner there, but couldn't quite beat the goalkeeper, whereas this time the goalkeeper, our goalkeeper that is, plays it up towards me. I lose possession but win it back and go on the attack, getting past not one but two defenders, looking to bring it inside the area. I'm under a bit of pressure now, sort of try and get around to wait for teammate to come up, holding the ball up quite nicely. I put a cross in, and unfortunately the shot just goes over the bar. It was a great little move from us. A dinked ball through to my teammate, who heads it off to another guy who's waiting to come forward to take the shot, but it goes over the bar in the end. Salford strikers do come close. That was another great opportunity for them there, but they don't really cause us too much damage in today's game, as in the 63rd minute I chip the ball forward to my strike partner, who has another shot saved by the goalkeeper again. Really good save from a fantastic shot there as well. You can see here from the replay the absolute pace on it as well, and the keeper getting down well to make the save. Throw in for us though in the 72nd minute, and coming forward once again is me in the area taking the shot. Oh, but it's been saved again. This Salford goalkeeper is absolutely fantastic, keeping everything out there. We've got another opportunity to come forward though. We want to make sure we cement a goal here. We want to get another goal to make sure we get the win, because Salford could come forward and score at any time. But we do get the goal there. I held off the sliding tackle of the defender, as you can see there on the replay. Coming forward, putting it into the corner, finessing it around the goalkeeper, and that surely will seal the victory here against Salford City. A 2-0 victory. You love to see it. I think that will show the manager what I'm capable of. Maybe he'll set me some more ambitious objectives in the future. Maybe, like winning the league. Speaking of the league table, we're actually doing pretty well right now. As you can see, we've jumped our way up to 4th in the table, 2 points away from Mansfield Town in the automatic places, although they have got a game in hand, but we are 3 points off Walsall with no games in hand on us. So we're in a pretty decent position, and our next game is against Colchester United, who are top of the table. They beat us earlier on in the season. As you can see, they've only lost 1 game all season. Let's make it 2 games that they've lost all season now.